Aw man, what a normal and totally average day. I just got up to the sounds of Limp Bizkit, had a big bowl of Frosted Flakes, fapped through hentai for at least twice in the same hour. It's such a wonderful day and almost nothing can go wrong.
Oh, Sawyer, I have this dank material!
Oh really? But it's a year old.
Exactly, winky face. Want to perform necrophilia on a dead topic?
Are you suggesting we ruin our credibility by covering a video from last year no one has covered yet, thus meaning we be bringing no arguments to the table?
I just said that. So you want in?
Do I? More like I do.
Slayer, it's great you're proposing to me and all, but I have Jonah held hostage in my basement.
So that's why it took him over a month to record one line.
No, he's just that lazy. No, I'm sorry, busy with other projects. Anyways, let us roll the intro.
Right about now, it's time to get busy. 1, 2, 3, shut the fuck up and bring that ballistic rip from the biscuit straight through the speakers with the hey, hey. Check this future shock, a rock revolution, punk. Oh my god!
Hello everyone, this is your favorite dictator Slayer.
And I'm the Yamamyauto Marcus Coon fanboy Ceradust.
And we're back with another awful commentary. So, Prince Neo. He's a former commentator who did a couple of videos on another commentary by the name of HaloFan HP00, or Awesomeness45, or AwesomeFan 1997, or so. Anyways, the chain basically goes like this. Prince Neo did a video on HaloFan's commentary on Full Yu-Gi-Oh! Did a video on Doodle Tones, who did a video on Rank 10 Yu-Gi-Oh! Who did a list of 10 of the worst archetype support cards in Yu-Gi-Oh!
In before Foxwell calls out children for covering a year-old video, Prince Neo has shown that despite leaving commentaries, given his previous actions even after the fact, which we'll get into in our final thoughts, we have reason to believe he still stands behind the video, so ha!
Anyways, let's get into this edgy commentary.
Sawyer, did you just make a similar line to someone else, you filthy plagiarist?
You're one to talk, mister. You can neither love nor hate a character.
This is a disclaimer. In this new series, Saturday School, I'll be playing rude, crude, and bad characters. Which means things are gonna get nasty, and I'm gonna say some nasty things. If you don't like it, there's the door.
Gasp! Not rude and crude! Help! I need to stop this man from swearing on my Christian server!
Oh boy, this is getting stupid already. Okay, just saying if you don't like it, there's the door, sounds like you're trying to say if you don't like it, then don't watch it. Which is a retarded argument for a multitude of reasons, but I'll go with the primary one. How do we know if we won't like your video we haven't seen it first? Especially since we haven't gone to your video. So for all we know, your crew persona could actually provide good arguments despite being harsh. Spoilers, you don't, but someone going into your video for the first time wouldn't know this offhand. Also, the quote about how this is just a real persona. Yeah, expect me to address this during my final thoughts.
First of February 1416, you were being biased and nostalgic in this whole entire video. You barely elaborated as to what the human race is. You didn't show any evidence to back up your points.
So then, Neo, I have questions. Are we the only forms of intelligent life in the universe? Are traps gay? Is Persona ever going to stop copying JoJo? Will Slayer ever stop fapping to Fudas? And the one that's actually important, what was the point of these clips? Seriously, my Ningen, this clip does nothing but alienate the audience, especially when we consider that you haven't even introduced HaloFan yet.
Welcome to Saturday School. I'll be your bully for the day.
And to think that this video wasn't bad enough, he has to try and ruin a good song while he's at it by putting in this garbage pile of a video.
I'm homosexual.
Okay, we're back here again. Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Saturday School. Yes, I'm calling it Saturday School. Why is that? Because some people need to stay after class to get it through their heads.
I want to have steamy sex with Master Chief and create the best yaoi one can possibly make. You can't tell me this isn't what it is.
I have done the commentator series with good results from actual people. My last commentary has over 30 botted dislikes, which, by the way, someone promised me they were going to be fixed and taken down. I'd like to see that happen. And my other commentaries have been on HaloFan HP00 and Supersonic Ward 15. Now, even though commentaries at points can make people feel bad, I'd like to think I'm getting pretty productive with them, because my commentaries seem to have been helping people lately. Even though I never finished Episode 1's Part 2, Supersonic Ward 15 did talk to me, and he did say that he was taking criticism better. Same with Bacoons. It turns out the videos that I did commentate on were by his girlfriend Michelle McQueen, and that is why she is the problem, not him. In fact, it's gotten to the point where Bacoons not only broke up with her at a point, but now now he's thinking he's leaving YouTube. If that's for the best, then I'm not going to argue with him. But my point is that my commentaries seem to be helping people that actually listen. Notice that I left out episode 2's Halo Fan HP00.
Oh my God. Why you are speaking so...
Wait, what's that sound? It's the sound of you dragging out your video. A lot of the information you gave us could have been concise because, honestly, this goes on for a bit too long. If you want an example on how you can get what you want to say out quicker, here's one. After starting my commentator series, I think my commentaries, for the most part, have been helping people. But the one exception to that rule is Halo Fan HP00. See how that gets to the point much quicker?
Slow! Man, I never thought I'd finish that point. Anyways, you were saying?
I don't know. Something about his nose.
To Curly Cock.
I'm a big fan of Duel Monsters, and there's another commentator here that is a fan of Duel Monsters as well, known as Doodle Tones. I've heard a lot about her in the past, but I never really got into her. Well, whenever I found out Halo Fan HP00 was back at it again, I decided to give one of his new commentaries a look, seeing as how he kept complaining that my one was on an old one. First off, if it was really on an old commentary that was that bad, why did you re-upload it?
Archiving purposes? Pirating content? Getting under your skin? There are plenty of reasons why they would re-upload the video. Also, why does the age or quality of the video matter in regards to it being re-uploaded? I don't know, personally it just sounds pretty retarded, don't you think?
Secondly, I don't buy that be nice guy in the comments that you did before you deleted your channel again. The only reason why you were sitting there being buddy-buddy with me was because Supersonic Ward 15 told you to.
Proof. Do you have it? What's that? You don't? I guess providing proof to back up your claims is illegal in every country.
Ah shit, I'm not going back to juvie! Slayer, hide me behind you!
You're under arrest, faggot!
You'll never take me alive, Justice Scum!
And Ward, I love you, man. But he needs to learn, or he needs to just get buried with the garbage of his videos. So we're going to look at commentary on Fluffle Yu-Gi-Oh! Why is it that this specific one is what we're looking at? Well, not only because it's one of his newer commentaries, but there's a little bit of a problem. The commentary is on a video of Rank 10's Countdown that Doodle Tones did a commentary on. This Fluffle Yu-Gi-Oh! Guy did a commentary back. Here's the issue. This commentary was made August 23rd, 2017 on Fluffle Yu-Gi-Oh! Doodle Tones herself made a response to it the day before. There's no need for Halo Fan to butt in. But of course, he's a bandwagon commentator. So why wouldn't he?
Well, okay then, Dark Commentator.
Wait, don't you mean Kainu?
The fuck is a Kainu? Anyways, just because someone else covered the video doesn't mean you suddenly can't. Like, what if there were points he wanted to hit that Doodle didn't? What if they were working on the videos at relatively the same time, a la CC, Naruto, and Sasuke hitting Hero Star? What if he didn't see Doodle's video? And my personal favorite, what if he's making him bound now the molehill?
Sarah?
For the last time, Slayer, I'm not converting to Fudas.
No, it's not that. Well, not this time anyway. I was more concerned about how we're 1/4 of Neo's video, and we haven't started his commentary yet.
You know what? Maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal was a mistake after all.
Let's get started with this video. I got better things to do than this today.
If you had better things to do, then why do this video? No one's forcing you to make it. You didn't have to make it if you didn't want to. What are you, Nero's Q?
Well, I'll give him this. It'll always be an interesting plot twist. It'd probably explain why he's so edgy.
Okay, cut. Right now, I want to say this and get it out of my system. Why is it that you think your intros and outros can just be random cutscenes of Halo? They're not yours. You don't own them.
Okay, so it's bad for him to use something he didn't make, yet the second you use a song, background, and avatar he didn't create, it's suddenly okay. Oh, double standards. Thy name is Prince Neon.
Don't you mean Neo?
Shut up, Mom! It's not a phase!
My duck can lay an egg.
Hello guys, it's HairFanHP00 here, and today's commentaries on this YouTuber right here.
You know, the funny thing about it is that whenever people put names or whenever people mention someone that they say, oh, right here, they would usually show a picture referring to the person, or maybe they'd show a screenshot referring to the channel they're talking about. But no, you put another Halo picture. This is a minor gripe, but my point is it's still an issue.
How exactly is it still an issue? It doesn't hurt what he said, and doing so wouldn't add anything except, I guess, visuals. Granted, it could possibly give a better idea of who Halo fans covering, but even then it's still minor, because let's be honest, showing a JPEG of Fluffle isn't going to make a world of difference. Were you just trying to stretch for a point against Halo fan this part?
I'm homosexual.
Yes, I know I'm a Yugi tubing channel, but I do what I want on this channel, so shut up.
Now I'm gonna start with the video and got one complaint about it. That jump cut you did was actually really hard. Like a really hard jump cut. Seriously.
That's not the only thing that's hard.
The last person who should be complaining about someone's editing is you. All you do is either play someone else's video, sometimes even recording it on a phone, and you make a little slideshow montage of Master Chief, and you call that editing. My point is, it's ridiculous. You sit here and complain about the things that everyone has said to you.
Oh yeah, because you're totally not doing the same thing he is, Mr. Plays someone else's video and has a slideshow of images of Shark from Digimon. And for someone who gets on the Halo fan for being a hypocrite, that just makes this even more hilarious than it already was.
Also, have you ever heard the phrase, hypocrisy doesn't make you wrong? Yeah, overused phrase, blah blah blah. Listen, even if Halo fans' editing is bad, with his criticisms of Fluffle's editing being valid by default, if the answer is yes, then you're saying that he's not allowed to critique something because he's also guilty of it, which is like saying that you can't critique food because you're not a chef.
And before someone points out how you can call out hypocrisy just to call out hypocrisy, I'd like to point out how, given the amount of time he dwells on this in this interjection alone, and how he even states later on that this is one of his reasons he made this video, it leads me to believe that he is trying to prove Halo fan wrong with this. So, ha!
Also, I know what you're referring to when you say that Halo fan records off his phone. Yeah, guess what? The videos you're referring to came out 2 years ago, or at least at the time of your video. Projecting flaws on someone's current work for something they did 2 years ago is retarded, and only shows that you want to make him worse than he actually is. Unless there's evidence of other videos nowadays where he does it. In that case, you don't really show any sort of evidence to back up this claim. Not in the description, nor in the video.
One of the reasons why I decided to do this commentary is because Doodletones did a great job backing herself up on the Fluffle Yu-Gi-Oh thing. She actually focused on the point of the video, duel monsters. Halo fan is doing a piss poor job at backing up his claims of there being bad editing? Seriously? You're the kind of person someone would go to about bad editing. Give me a break.
Medusa dude, you were this close to a valid criticism towards Halo fans' video, and you missed it to just keep going on about how he's a captain hypocrite. I mean, aside from the hypocrisy stuff we went to last interjection, you could have pointed out how due to Duotone's focusing on arguing the video, whereas Halo fans spending time on mostly stuff like production, it means the majority of his video is just suggestion and doesn't spend much time pointing out actual flaws with the video. Sure, nitpicks aren't wrong and they deserve their place in the commentary, but there's a reason we focus on the main points a lot more. Hell, if Neo pointed this out, then his hypocrisy spiel wouldn't be as bad as it was, assuming he made that into a side aspect of the actual point.
Shoot me again, I ain't dead yet. Come on, shoot me again, I ain't dead yet.
Anyways, I'm gonna skip this part here because the only thing he's doing is getting out padding to the user in question. Seriously, he's like literally padding out the user in question. Like the whole that video, you're just padding out the user in question.
You're padding out the user in question?
Halo fan, stop stuffing Fluffy with funnel cake. I know it's good, but sometimes you have to know when enough is enough.
GG, nice. I mean, this part there could have been edited out, but nope, leave it there. Just leave it there.
Padding out the user in question? What are you talking about? That doesn't even make any freaking sense. Let me put this in a way that you can understand. If he's describing the person he's commentating on, it's letting people know that he has past experiences with this person. He did get a little repetitive, but it's not like you're innocent of that.
Oh, so you admit that Fluffle pads out the video with him being repetitive. Which was the point that Halo fan was trying to make, which is that he drags out his point for Infinity Wars. So what you're basically saying is, oh, why are you complaining about him dragging out his video? I mean, he was dragging out his video, but he isn't dragging out his video.
I mean, sure, Dunkin' Donuts man could have given a better explanation for why he was skipping other than stuffing funnel cake into Fluffle's mouth, but you don't point this out. Also, Slayer, we all know Yamarcus Coon dies in Infinity War.
Spoilers.
Oh, and Mr. I don't show any proof, I will literally replay those last 5 seconds for you, because all you did was say patting out the person in question 3 or 4 times.
The only thing he's doing is getting up patting to the user in question. Seriously, he's like literally patting out the user in question. Like, I told that video, you're just patting out the user in question.
This is also a good time to cover up something else he wanted to tell me the other time I did a video on him. What's lazier? Cutting out the parts you're skipping and then copy and pasting a video that you already had edited? But fast forwarding to a certain point of time, adding an editing filter and an audio filter, which is what I do whenever I fast forward. You got some learning to do, kid.
Oh, the filter/effects. You mean the filter/effects that actively make it a pain to watch the original video? The methods you're claiming are superior to his skipping, which is removing unneeded context in a much faster and more comedic method, assuming he has a skip card? Because that sounds really lesbian. Not to mention, putting in an audio and/or visual filter is not a necessity in videos. It's only a choice you decide to do. But furthermore, to fuck this point in 3 directions, lazy isn't inherently bad, since minimalist is a thing that people like as well. Sure, I'm not a fan of minimalism, and if you're not either, then there's nothing I can do to change your opinion. However, considering some of the bigger dogs like Mr. Enter, Grade A Under A, and Animat, aka Electro Dragon 505, do a minimalistic style, and have an audience, it shows how lazy isn't inherently a no-go zone.
Bring home the magic of Shirley Temple with the new magic of Shirley Temple.
Believe it or not, Departed, while not the most competitive nowadays, was part of one of the earlier stages of the Destiny heroes. Aside from the later mentioned ability to attack over him, which on its own is nice, but within its own archetype you had an earned strategy with Destiny in Dragon, a practically free tribute using over Destiny, or you can use it with Plasma to have Plasma gain 500 attack. It was like this was Army Knife at the time it came out. Maybe it wasn't the most competitive in the metagame even at the time, but the behind this list isn't what's competitive. It's what could be useful within a deck that's solely that archetype, or at least that's what I was able to gather from your opening statement.
Before we continue, I just want to point this out. Halo fans, did you understand any of that? I didn't think so.
Pointless interjection is pointless. Now, do you understand that? Oh.
See, this is kind of a dumb point to bring up, because what Rankin said, you're giving it to them, no drawbacks. It's not even like Taiju's where you pop something without targeting, which is really good. If you did that, if it said like pop an opponent's monster, it would work. Or even if it's special summon to your side of the field, that would work.
Okay, first off, what is this? What is this I'm looking at here? I mean, seriously, were you that lazy just to add another picture to that instead? We're just gonna be looking at a black screen? By the way, this isn't the only time he does this. He does this in multiple times in one video.
Sometimes people edit black screens in whenever there's spaces in between their sentences. Sometimes it's to build up a joke, sometimes it's to build up a point, sometimes it's just to take a breather and show some editing skill.
Yes, but question, was Fluffle doing any of the things that you mentioned? I mean, Halo fans' complaint was due to the fact that there was no reason as to why there was a black screen in the first place. Fluffle didn't give any clear reason as to why he didn't have an avatar pic where he did, so Halo fan has every right to ask why he didn't have a pic there, and multiple times throughout the video.
But at least he doesn't look like he has the Ken Burns filter on all his videos scrolling up and down them like you do all the time.
I mean, seriously, were you that lazy just to add another picture to that instead? We're just gonna be looking at a black screen? By the way, this isn't the only time he does this. He does this in multiple times in one video.
Can you stop fapping to Ragna X Platinum fanfics? I'm sorry, I thought we were pointing out problems that didn't exist. Seriously, dude, Halo fans' video doesn't even have a filter over it. If anything, this ties back to one of my earlier jabs at how your filter makes Halo fans' video hard to view. So congratulations, you won the grand prize of a really slippery pair of bouncy balls.
Again and again and again and again with your family and friends, and again and again.
Oh, so sorry, nitpick here. If you're gonna do a commentary, have just more than just 2 pictures. Like, seriously, look how many Halo pictures I have. I have tons of Halo pictures. So next time, you should get more than just 2 pictures, because I'm really getting sick and tired of watching the same picture over and over and over and over.
These people use characters that show their faces to describe emotions, like I am now. You, on the other hand, use a guy with a mask, so all you have to do is just use the same pictures over and over and over again, just like you claim this guy does. At least whenever he repeats his pictures, it's because emotions are being shown, unlike yours.
Oh my god, how does someone miss the point this badly? Neo, Halo fans' point was that Fluffle didn't have enough avatar pictures. You bringing up how avatar pictures are meant to show emotion is irrelevant to his argument. Actually, bringing up how avatar pics are meant to show emotion could actually work in Halo fans' favor, seeing as how if Fluffle doesn't have enough avatar pictures, he wouldn't be able to show enough emotion through his pics.
I'm always having a video right here because when I want to upload a video, it's just him being unscripted and also showing the same pictures over and over and over and over and over, and showing the black screen like I already mentioned earlier in the video. So yeah. So what are my final thoughts to the video? Overall, please script your videos, or we host them as well, and also find more than just 2 pictures.
I'm gonna sum this up nice and sweet.
Oh my god. Neo, why did you leave in Halo fans' final thoughts in the video if you're going to say nothing about it? It wastes my time, it wastes your time, it wastes all the time of anyone who decided to watch this pile of garbage.
Hell, there was an actual point to make against Halo fans' clip, that being that he could have abridged the reason he was skipping the rest of the video to that he would be repeating himself or some other wording that doesn't make him take 11 seasons and a spin-off movie to get to.
Halo fan, you are wasting everyone's time. We have tried to help you. We have tried to tell you how to fix yourself, but you never listen. You'll never learn. You'll always be the same person. The same annoying, repetitive, hypocritical person. No one is going to bother with your channel or your videos until you change. If you want my honest advice, quit commentating, at least until you learn how to do it. Either stay here or get lost. Either way, make up your mind. The whole reason why you're failing and tanking in this commentary community is because no one can take you seriously. You need to start paying attention yourself because I'm getting tired of this. That's the whole reason why I named this Saturday School, because I have to come back to you and repeat what I've said a million times because it doesn't get through your head. Absolutely no commentator that I know of takes you as a serious commentator. Because you're not. You're just someone trying to get popular, but it's hard to get popular when you keep deleting your channel and starting back at square one over and over again. Seeing as how you can't learn through anything except examples, I'm gonna go back to when you used to use Eustace Bang from Courage the Cowardly Dog as an avatar. Your commentary response to me. When you got angry. You only used 2 pictures. This guy's used at least 4. Why would anyone want to come to your video and see what you have to say when 1, you never bring anything of substance to the table, and 2, when Doodletones did a response herself to her own fight? Doodletones has no time for you. Doodletones probably has no time for this whole conversation with Fluffle Yu-Gi-Oh! But she took the time to respond to that. They took the time to talk that out because that was actually about the subject. You are helpless in this conversation, just like you were helpless in the video I reviewed on Commentator Episode 2.
Jesus Christ, these are some of the worst final thoughts I've seen in a commentary yet. One of the reasons is because you made the fatal mistake of telling a Halo fan to essentially quit commentaries. Granted, you do say that he should quit until he learns to do good videos, but given how much you ragged on him for being helpless, I see no reason as to why this isn't telling Halo fan to quit commentaries. Telling them to quit commentaries isn't going to help him improve. I mean, how is someone supposed to improve on their work if they quit?
Also, there's your assumption about Halo fan doing this to get popular, which I question heavily, given how if you were doing these kinds of videos for popularity, then the CC is probably the worst place to start, given how small of a community the CC is. Sure, our biggest member nowadays, Ponder Sprocket, is around 20k last I checked, but at the time of your video, CC members hardly broke 1k, maybe 2k if they were lucky, all of whom Master TP10, who took 5 years, and Meton, who took 3 weeks. Are you serious? Jesus Christ, I guess I have some story time people to hit later. Anyways, to expand on my point, you even bring up how Halo fans been deleting channels, which would go against your point, considering how if you wanted to get big, don't you think you would have left those channels up?
And since the video basically ends there, we'll just give our final thoughts.
Yes! It's finally over! Yay! Anyways, Neo, if I were to describe your video with one word, it would be spite. This entire video comes off as if you made it entirely due to Halo fan quote-unquote not getting it, and to just be a douche carpet to him because he's an easy target, I guess. Word of advice to anyone, not just commentators, like just everyone in general. If you're going to go up against someone and or make a video on them and go on about how they're literally worse than Hitler, don't. It'll be healthier for all parties involved to try to be respectful to their targets unless they do something that actually warrants anger, like, say, calling people who hate Pokemon worse than Logan Paul. I get anger isn't easy to control, but I at least expect you to give your target some forms of human decency, which is something I didn't get from Neo. Now, I'm not saying you can't be spiteful or come off as dickish and not make a good video, considering that any idea isn't an inherent bad idea. You've just got to come off less like a nihilistic snake, aka actively sounding like you actively want your target to off themselves, and more like a Panda Sprocket, aka being more jokey about the spiteful potshots or on a better way of getting them across. Also, maybe not repeat your only 2 points throughout the entire video, but hey, details, I guess. I mean, I would also go on about how it shouldn't be that hard to cover Halo fan, but Doodle already made that point in her dance stand commentary, and as we all know, similar point to shut up equals plagiarism. Isn't that right, Jonah Smith? Anyways, mic drop.
You know, I also wish I made my worst comments of 2017 list of top 10 because, my god, this was an absolute train wreck. A majority of it was just trying to belittle Halo fan as a person as well as a content creator. And I get you saying in the disclaimer this is apparently a character that's meant to be this douchey persona. But considering comments you left on a couple of videos regarding Halo fan, it's obvious that this fight wasn't for a character you made. In fact, I have no reason to believe that you didn't want to make this video being down Halo fan, but disguised as a persona just so you can get away with it. And the points you made were also terrible. It just seemed that you were trying to find any problem you could about Halo fans' videos so you can make them out of a molehill. I know you retired from commentary since this video, but in case you decide to return, here's some advice. Think about what you say before you say it. That way, you won't make an absolute garbage pile of a video like this.
So then, I'm going to go steal all your food now.
Not if I stop you first.
Can't. Quality Protection Act. With this in place, you can't do shit to me.
Dang, you got me there.
Alrighty, Roo. So I have a real question. Why the hell is there nothing but oranges in the fridge?
What if I don't eat healthy? How can I get off all day?
Never mind. I would take the porn, but I'm 172% sure it's all just food up porn, and frankly, if I want that, I'd just leave the not safe for work chat in your server unmuted. Anyways, since there's nothing left here for me, I might as well take my... Weird, I'm not feeling so good.